Le Mans in France. History, colour, excitement, pageantry and tradition. And there's a 24-hour motor race at the end of it all. The world's greatest motor race happens here for a very good reason. Le Mans was once the heart of France's motor industry, and it is still the annual focus for petrol heads the world over. The drivers' parade on Friday, as they head through the packed city centre, is always a highlight. Meeting the fans and handing out the goodies, the autographs, the selfies. But there is a serious side to all of this. There is 24 hours of hard, cutthroat racing. 350,000 fans packed the Circuit de la Sarthe. The tickets sold out in less than 24 hours. Such is the popularity of the World Endurance Championship, of which this is the fourth round, and it is the one that everybody still wants to win. On the grid, former winners, drivers, teams, celebrities, mixing with those who are all ready to go and take on the biggest challenge in motorsport. The drivers are getting younger by the year and the fans more and more knowledgeable. The competition has never been more intense. In each of the three classes, this is going to be one for the ages. With the arrival of global brand manufacturers, stellar driving talent, and even more competitive cars, Le Mans has never been in better health. Tennis ace Roger Federer on hand to get things underway, meeting fellow legend Valentino Rossi. The famous trophy is brought in front of the entire field, reminding them why they're here. As the cars line up on the grid, at the front row, it is Cadillac. 75 years since the American brand first raced at the Circuit de la Sarthe, they lock out the front row. Could this be their year? In LMP2, it's TDS Racing, courtesy of a stunning lap by Matthias Besch. Their unique livery will lead their group of drivers away. And the third and final field, LMGT3. It's Aston Martin to the fore, Mattia Drudi putting the heart of racing car number 27 on pole position. But qualifying is not racing. Le Mans just hits different. As the teams prepare to head into the pit lane, leaving the drivers isolated on the grid, the French national colours are brought in. The moment for the start is fast approaching. Every eye on the track. French national colours will be waved by Roger Federer to get the field underway. The drivers take to their cars, the teams to their station in the pit lane.
Pilotes, démarrez vos moteurs.
Start the engines command given by Roger Federer, the 20-time Grand Slam champion, himself a fierce petrol head. it is time. The 24 Hours of Le Mans is underway. The Cadillac's on the front row. On the driver's left, Will Stevens. To his right, Earl Bamber, trying to lock out the second row Porsche and BMW. But the red and white Porsche of Julian Landauer are making a great start and getting up to second between the Cadillacs. And as he challenges Will Stevens for the lead, Earl Bamber in the second caddy is under pressure for fourth, riding with Will Stevens. Earl Bamber bounces over the curbs. This is a view from Andlauer, and Bamber just eased a little wide. Andlauer gets the throttle on, wide round the outside from Bamber's view. He's up into second already. LMP2 coming safely through, and LMGT3 also surviving the first corner without too much drama. Side by side down through the S's. Yellow Ferrari Phil Hansen from 11th place, passing Fred Makovic. A challenge on the black Toyota number 8 in front from the 51 Ferrari, and a challenge for the lead. Julian Andlauer goes by the pole sitter Will Stevens into the very first chicane. Cadillac's down to second and third now, and Porsche leads. We ride on board with Niklas Nielsen. Here's the pass. Andlauer really getting up to speed very impressively, trusting the heat in his tyres. So Julian Andlauer leads from the two Cadillacs. Fourth place is the number 4 Porsche of Felipe Nasser. Further back, here comes the number 8 Toyota, trying to take the pace back from Niklas Nielsen in last year's winning car is Sebastian Buemi. Buemi on the inside down the straight, but the Ferrari's got the advantage, and up behind Buemi comes the yellow number 83 car, and he goes steaming straight by into the braking area of the chicane. So Toyota struggled in qualifying. They have not got the grip early in the race. Side by side, BMW number 15 on the outside, but inside him comes Niklas Nielsen, picks up another spot. Ferrari going very well early in the race, so too Toyota. Is that the pattern that we're going to see for 24 hours? It's a little hard to tell just yet. Ferrari didn't qualify well, but they have won every one of the 3 races so far this season. In LMP2, TDS Racing lead from the purple car of AO by TF. The yellow nose is the 43 from Inter Europol. They finished second last year, won in 2023. The blue Aston Martin from Harter Racing leads in LMGT3. Poleman Mattia Drudy ahead of the BMW of Kelvin van der Linde. Battle for position, Lexus on the inside of Ferrari up to the first chicane. Looks like he's going through. And the GT Ferraris, fast everywhere this season, struggled in qualifying. Looks like they're struggling here. Francois Heriot in the silver car, second on the grid, now being pushed down to 6th position by the Mustang of Dennis Olsen that started in 10th place. Francois Heriot under pressure again, and in fact past him now has gone Clement Schmidt, who started 12th in the class, and lining up a move perhaps Ryan Hardwick, he started 5th. Midfield battle in LMP2, VDS Racing ahead of the blue and black of Algarve Pro as they squabble for 12th, and behind Andre Lotterer, former outright race winner here at Le Mans for Audi, and now in his first ever LMP2 race. This car sponsored by Genesis Magna. Cyril Abutabil will be the team manager when they come to Hypercar. Jack Hawksworth in the Lexus pulling out from behind Maxime Martin's Mercedes. The challenge is on for second place. It's over. He's gone straight by the Belgian driver. Hawksworth up into second in the Lexus. And now he has to set sail and try and chase the runaway Aston Martin out front. Battle for 8th, and it is Kevin Estre in the white-nosed Porsche that goes by René Rast's BMW. Rast started 6th on the grid. Kevin Estre 21st and last after the Porsche was excluded for being underweight in qualifying.
I think we're very good in clean air, but at the start we saw that the raceability is not quite as good as the other cars, so following through Porsche curves is always a bit difficult for us. But like you said, as soon as we're in clear air and we can really use the pace of the car, it's definitely there, which is promising.
Trouble at the Dunlop chicane, a car in the middle of the track and 3 others going off. Is that in avoidance? Looks like the Ziggo Sport Tempesto Ferrari of Chris Froggatt. It is, and he was assisted around by the United Autosport LMP2 car, and that's David Hannemeyer Hansen. Porsche curves, Neil Jardy going by the red, white and blue Ferrari of Lila Wadu. Following her is, that's Paul Di Resta in the Peugeot, off, and he hits the barriers hard. On board with Di Resta, trying to go around the outside, just ran out of road. And here come the barriers. Big contact.
I need to say, what was I supposed to do there?
Yeah, Paul, update on the car. How is the car looking?
Car not looking great for Peugeot. Battle for 3rd place. Earl Bamber in the gold Cadillac, behind him Niklas Nielsen, last year's winning team. Car number 50 dives through on the inside. He's up into the top 3 as we get to the end of the first hour. Top of the screen, yellow Ferrari of Phil Hansen challenging the Alpine of Ferdy Habsburg for 14th place. Hansen starting the race. Only the 4th race in this Ferrari for him, but he's looking very comfortable and confident in it here at Le Mans. Headlights flashing on the Porsche, coming past the Cadillac. There's a change for 4th place now. Kevin Estre going by Earl Bamber. They started at opposite ends of the grid. The last row and the front row. The Cadillac's qualifying speed has totally deserted them in race trim. Red number 7 Toyota, Mike Conway struggling in 12th place. He's got Alpines and the Ferrari behind him as well. Around the outside, the blue car of Fred Makovici drifts out wide, and here comes Phil Hansen in the yellow Ferrari. Makovici tries to shut the door too late. Hansen has gone up 1, and now he is all over the back of the Toyota in its unique heritage livery, echoing the GT1 of the 1990s, but without the pace of that front-running prototype. Hansen goes by, Makovici tucks in behind him, and the second blue car is Ferdy Habsburg. Fred Mako can't get by Mike Conway there, but the Toyotas are struggling for pace here, a race they were desperate to try and win. Down the Mulsanne straight, the battle for 4th, and having to go off the public road onto the shoulder. That is the Ferrari of Niklas Nielsen. He goes by Kevin Estre. The pit stop rounds have shuffled up the order, but Estre easing him off onto the dirty roadside. Take a look at this. Just keeping it legal, 2 wheels just inside the white line and on the track. But Nielsen not happy with that by Estre. Just before the end of hour 2 here at Le Mans. This is the car that took the lead so brilliantly at the start. Julian Andlauer handing over to Mathieu Jaminet, each driver with a custom fitted seat, perfectly adjusted to fit their body. Positioning in the car is absolutely vital. Same here, Antonio Giovinazzi taking over the 51 Ferrari from James Collado. He slips into the tiny cockpit. Earl Bamber on track and chasing down his teammate in the number 12 Cadillac. This is for 9th place. Goes by Will Stevens. They started 1-2. Stevens on pole, Bamber alongside him. Cadillac is not recovering from that slow getaway. They look so promising in qualifying, but the co-driver of 38, Sebastian Bourdais, in his 18th Le Mans, doesn't look hopeful. Lead battle, Mathieu Jaminet in the Porsche, the red Ferrari Around the outside comes Antonio Fuoco. He had a good run from Mulsanne corner down towards Indianapolis. He squeezes his nose in front. Jaminet looking to try and fight back. He'll have to go the long way round. That's not going to happen there. Doesn't have the overlap. So it is Ferrari that leads, Porsche second and third.
What's your main limitations right now?
I cannot brake and I cannot steer. The rear is all over the place and I lock the rear as soon as I touch the brakes.
Copy. Crypto when you can.
Mathieu Jaminet under pressure now from Laurens Vanthoor, who's taken over the number 6 Porsche from Kevin Esch, and really under pressure with the car guy Kessel Racing Ferrari in front as they come into the Porsche curves. He's almost stopped dead. That was easy pickings for Laurens Vanthoor. He saw what was shaping up in front and just swept round the outside. Massive gain over his teammate. Vanthoor up to second in the car that started last. The red-nosed car is the Wheel and Racing Cadillac of Filipe Drugovich. He's up to 4th place, but Antonio Giovinazzi is about to take that away. Indianapolis turning out to be the preferred overtaking point on the circuit. Big trouble at Tete Rouge, and that is Gianmarco Leverato's Mustang. What's happened here? There he is on the left of the picture, hits the tyre wall hard. Oh, there's a loose wheel. Now that come off the car first, it looks like it might have done. And the Proton team, yeah. It looks as though Gianmarco Leverato lost a wheel that pitched him into the barriers at Tete Rouge at very high speed. He is out. BMW on BMW action. 15 in front with the yellow nostrils. Here comes car number 20, Robin Freins, inside Dries Vanthoor. Vanthoor's brother Lawrence also racing in Hypercar. They are one of 3 pairs of brothers in the field this weekend. The red nose of Kamui Kobayashi right under the bumper of Charles Milesi's Alpine. This is the challenge for 14th place. The Toyota team are going to have to grind out a result here if they want one. The previously dominant Toyota Hypercar, everybody now up to their level, and Toyota's qualifying did not help. Into the pit lane, 46 BMW in LMGT3. There's Valentino Rossi, out the car, he says to Amadel Harty. Harty and Rossi had a great run through qualifying. Rossi ended up putting the car 3rd on the grid. Oh, look at this, 15 BMW released late into the path from number 7 Toyota. Stewards will look at that. That could well be deemed to be an unsafe release. Antonio Giovinazzi, the 51 Ferrari, into the pit lane, comes in from a top 6 position. Number 50 right in front, both receiving service. This will be fuel only, no tyres. They have 13 sets of tyres for the race, not enough to change every time they stop. So double stinting, triple stinting, quadruple stinting the tyres. Here comes Robert Kubica in the yellow Ferrari, number 83, around the outside of Laurens Vanthoor, and this is for the lead of the race. The yellow Ferrari is in front. They are having such a strong race at the moment, outpacing their red teammates who have won Le Mans over the last 2 seasons. Into the pit lane comes Kubica, right behind him comes the number 6 Porsche. Vanthoor sits and waits. Will they take tyres, either of them? It looks like it's going to be fuel and cleaning of lights and windscreens. Fuel only for the number 6 Porsche. He's down and away. And out in front of Kubica by inches. Great pit work by Porsche Penske Motorsport. And Kubica and the team could see it happen. He took the lead on track, lost it in the pit lane. 3-way lead battle now. Behind our duo is Antonio Giovinazzi, Ferrari number 51, pushed right off track there by the Porsche at Indianapolis. That's very nearly 200 miles an hour as they get onto the brakes. So Lawrence Vanthoor still leads from the yellow car of Robert Kubica as we ride on board with Antonio Giovinazzi. He won't be best pleased with the Porsche for this. Look at this, almost on the grass, and that would have been a huge plane crash, 3-car accident. Number 50 Ferrari pitting from the lead of the race. Miguel Molina taking over from Antonio Fuoco. 51 has just pitted. Alessandro Pierguidi has taken over, from that man in fact, Antonio Giovinazzi at the back of the garage. The glorious V12 whale of 009, one of the pair of Aston Martin Valkyries. Not as fast as some of their rivals, but going well. Trouble for McLaren, that's Darren Leung on the straight. And the replay shows him rolling very slowly to a halt. That looks like it might be terminal. VDS Panis racing in LMP2, leading the field. Now this is a really strong run after disappointing qualifying. There's Olivier Panis, team boss, and the last Frenchman to win in a French car in Formula One. Meanwhile, Louis Delatraz, AO by TF, challenging for second place. Yellow and black car beside him, Rashad de Gerus in the Iron Lynx Proton car, and coming past both of them, that's the Whelen Cadillac Hypercar. But a change for second in LMP2. In the battle for 14th place in Hypercar with Paulo Chatin in the Alpine. That's Loic Duval's Peugeot right in front, and more mixed traffic. Oh, boxed up behind the LMGT3 car. He's going to have to attack again further down the Mulsanne straight. Nico Lapierre, the sporting director of the team, hung up his helmet at the end of last season. Down into the braking area at Mulsanne corner. Oh, and contact! Going in too hot, Paulo Chatin clatters into the back of the 94 Peugeot, who, as instructed by the race director, has to go all the way round the roundabout to rejoin. And that was unfortunate misjudgment by Paulo Chatin. Take a look again from the Peugeot. Chatin locks up, and that's why he hit him.
Yeah, but he moved under braking. I cannot avoid him, he moved back. I have a bit vibration front right. Please check.
Trouble for TF Sports Corvettes. This is car number 33 in the pit lane. Now they've already had a penalty for contact, and looks like more mechanical problems. The car qualified really badly, much to the dismay of Ben Keating. Riding on board in second place with James Collado, the race leader. There he is in the gravel. That is Phil Hansen. He's been holding off Collado for the entire stint as the 51 factory car has tried to catch him. And Hansen locking up just a whisker late into Mulsanne corner and through the gravel.
Yeah, we had an issue with the motor. Have a look. The front just completely locked. Did not lock. Have a look.
Well, here's the view from Phil Hansen's rear-facing camera as he locks up and runs off wide. Replay of contact in traffic. The 50 Ferrari is the car there making the hit on the GT3 machine. The stewards are not going to like that. In the gravel, trouble for BMW number 46, Kelvin van der Linde. He's gone off straight, but he's not going to get back out of there from 5th place in LMGT3. And this again, the entry to the Porsche curves, even though it's been resurfaced, the bump's been taken out, it's still a big challenge for the drivers. There is the WRT team. Car back in the pit lane and in for repairs. Now that's bad news. They started third on the grid. They were still in the top 6 until that moment. Is it car trouble or was it driver error? LMP2 car in the barriers, Chen Bollock-Basie, and that blue flashing light is the impact warning light. That means the driver will have to go straight to the medical centre. Safety car is out, and that car will not complete the race. Into the pit lane under safety car conditions. This is a great opportunity to steal a march on your rivals. Number 6 Porsche in for fuel. 83, the Ferrari comes in. from second place. So the top two in the field already pitting, and a nose change for the Ferrari. There must have been some damage as he went through the gravel trap earlier on. The strain showing on man and machine, and on the fans as well. Nearly 12 hours in, 12 to go, but the short summer night will soon be over. Not soon enough, apparently, for BMW. 31 now in the garage, 46 already with woes. Neither of the GT3 BMWs seems intent on having a clean run. Midway through the Le Mans 24 hours, the number 6 Porsche from last on the grid leads from Toyota number 8, with A, of course, as Ferrari fleet giving chase. All 21 hypercars are still in the race. VDS Racing lead from Iron Lynx and into Europol in LMP2, with AO by TF heading the Pro-Am category, and Manthey first form Porsche ahead of TF Sport with their Corvette, and a Codis ASP with the Lexus. That's the top three in LMGT3, and after 12 hours, just 5 cars have not made it through to the midway point. Dawn breaks at Le Mans, and so does the EDEX Sport car number 18 of Andre Lotter. Right rear wheel has come adrift on the Genesis Magna sponsored car, and Lotter's first and possibly last race in LMP2 has come to a halt at the side of the track. The car smoking to a halt, and it will go no further with only one-wheel drive. Not much that even the experience of Andre Lotter can do. When dawn comes at Le Mans, you almost feel like you've broken the back of the race. We're nearly there. We're not. There's still 10 hours to go and lots more drama, starting with the Iron Dames. Rahul Fry in the gravel at the second chicane on the Mulsanne straight. Replay here, Clement Schmidt in the Lexus, an ambitious, over-ambitious lunge, clatters the Porsche into the gravel. On board with a 36 Alpine, Fred Makovici spinning as he tries to avoid the accident in front of him. Lots of drama and plenty more to come surely. Now, this is a great looking battle in LMGT3. The 92 Porsche with the turquoise highlights challenging for the lead. Richard Leeds, platinum driver, winner of Le Mans last year in LMGT3 with Manthey, takes the lead away from the bronze in the Ferrari, Francois Heriot. Battle for the lead, Phil Hansen in the yellow Ferrari, James Collado pulls out of the slipstream. This is what he was trying to do in the middle of the night. This time makes it cleanly through in Indianapolis. And a change of the lead, Ferrari 1-2, Porsche in third, Toyota in fourth place, and Cadillac and BMW just outside the top half dozen. But Collado, a clinical move, this time making no mistakes. Not much luck this weekend for Iron Dames. Michelle Gatting, their gold-rated driver. In the test day, the car was dropped on her foot and broke the bones. Sarah Bovey having to replace her, and it seems, as well as a trip into the gravel, they may have a gearbox issue. LMP2 race leader in the pits for service, and a driver change. Esteban Masson bails out, and it will be Franck Pereira who takes over. Now, in the pit stop, they slip behind into Europol's number 43 machine. This is a very tight battle. Leader into Europol. They will drop back now down to second place behind VDS Panis as they take service. And in third place, Kevin Est, as he bails out to hand over to Lawrence Van Tor. The number 6 Porsche still very much a threat for overall victory here at Le Mans. Keen pit work, good strategy and excellent driving are going to be required to win this one. Has number 6 got what it takes? Number 311 probably has not. Frederick Vesti stationary at the side of the track in the Cadillac. One of the 4 strong Caddy fleet at the beginning of the race. But he's not in the gravel. It doesn't look like he's hit anything. Clattery noises behind him. That is not promising. End of the road for Action Express and Whelen Cadillac. Heli view of both our LMP2 leaders, in fact, the yellow and green car, that's Tom Dillman leading overall in LMP2, and then the purple car with the orange highlights, that's AO by TF, and that is the Pro-Am class leader. The gold caddy of Hertz Team Jota going straight by them all.
It was nice to do the morning stint. Yeah, quite enjoyed myself there. Had a bit of free track and really got into a rhythm and just tried to plug away and try and create a bit of a gap if we could. Now Tom's in for 3 or 4 stints, and then I think we'll just cycle between ourselves for the rest of the race.
4th place battle in LMGT3, Zach Rubicon in the Blue Harter Racing Team, Aston Martin, but superstar driver Jose Maria Lopez in the Lexus, sweeping around the outside, giving himself plenty of room. The sister car behind, he moves up to 4th at the expense of the Aston, and the other Lexus is also in the top 6. What a strong showing the Japanese cars are having here. Trouble for Alpine. This is number 36, Jules Gounon in the gravel. And a huge mistake there, comes flying in far too quickly into Arnage. Just a little over-ambitious. Full course yellow is called.
Sorry, I locked up and then just lost the rear.
Lead battle with 7 hours to go. Fresh out of the pits, Antonio Giovinazzi. Right behind him, Robert Kubica. Ferrari 1-2, the red car ahead of the yellow. And this battle continues to rage at the front of the field. The 50 car is in 3rd right now. It is a Ferrari 1-2-3, but a long way still to race here at Le Mans.
Okay, Robert, close the gap to 51. They will let you by. And let's trust the system now. Let's trust the system. No arguments anymore.
Shall we? Let's try to do our best to open the gap. Let's try to do our best to open the gap. Again, no risk. We are here for points.
Well, no risk maybe, but on board with 51 Antonio Giovinazzi going almost into the barriers to get by the Lexus.
We let them do it twice. We respect the orders. They didn't respect it twice.
Doesn't exactly sound like both Ferrari teams are singing from the same hymn sheet. Robert Kubica keeps up the pressure on the 51 Ferrari. Battle for 4th place in LMGT3. Mattia Drudi, the man who put the Harter Racing Aston on pole, around the outside of the Lexus of Jack Hawksworth. That's a great move down into the chicane. Sun is out, track is warming up. This is happy hour and the cars go faster than ever. Little bit of excitement here for Alex Riberas and the 009 Aston Martin trying to go by an LMGT3 battle. The world's most expensive lawnmower, and that was a proper heart-in-the-mouth moment. Both Aston Martin Valkyries still going well. Tom Gamble in 007, Riberas in 009. The team had expected their cars to make it through to the end, and it looks as though they may not be disappointed. And they are still a firm crowd favourite. Fans starting to pack every vantage point, including the Goodyear blimp. Trouble for Lexus and Finn Gerzic, trailing smoke. Looks like he's got a puncture coming through the Porsche curves. Oh no, it's more than that. Lots of damage on the left-hand side, front to rear. Broken left rear suspension. Porsche curves, again the scene of the incident. And that's a big hit. Manthey first form Porsche leading in LMGT3. Still just under 5 hours to go, but the team that won last year with car number 91 leading with the 92 car.
So far we had a good race. We hope for a green race, that there is no safety car. Obviously it looks like we have a better pace over the stint. Not the best pace on a single lap, so I think the only chance we have is going flat out and hope for a green race. And this is what we are doing.
Drama for Alessandro Pierguidi. This is the pit entry road. Under the brief full course yellow for Finn Gerzic's crash, he was forced to pit for a couple of laps of fuel. He's coming back in to pit again. Those are the rules. And this is what happens. Carrying too much speed, hoiks it over the curbs and spins into the gravel. More haste, less speed. Alessandro Pierguidi making it into the pit lane, and after he came into the pits during that full course yellow, the extra pit stop may hurt them. Drama for Ryo Hirakawa's number 8 Toyota. Boom! The wheel nut flies off in the Dunlop curve, and he is a passenger. Major drama.
The front left, no front left.
He'd just come out of the pit lane. Now he's got about 13 kilometers to go, very slowly to get back. And there is the reason. And the wheel has parted company. Hirakawa has made it back to the pits, but any hope of a decent finish has long gone. They're down way out of the top 10. It'll be 0 points for the number 8 Toyota here. In the gravel, the number 28 Edex Sport car. What's happened here? Wow, high speed off for Joop van Uytert. And look, a bouncing loose wheel, another loose wheel. And it's the same thing that happened to Andre Lotter's number 18 car in the night. Nick Minassian can't believe it.
Exit of buildup, something snapped on the rear axle and it broke, and then the car got bolted out. It's finished.
Just over 3.5 hours remain. The heartbreak is all too evident. Second place battle, James Collado just ahead of teammate Nick Nielsen. This is a close one, slightly different strategies now because of that forced fuel stop for the number 51 car a while ago. Ferrari chairman John Elkann watching on from the garage. It is a Ferrari 1-2-3, 83 lead, but here's the change. 50 forcing its way through. Not sure that that is going to work. Is this team strategy? The number 6 Porsche is close behind.
Now you take the tow, and you, thanks to him, we recover to the 83.
Sounds like the engineer trying to make the best of it for James Collado. I'm not sure that was a planned manoeuvre. Let's take a look. They're in traffic. Ooh, and on the hard shoulder. That looks like drivers taking the initiative. Nick Nielsen up to second. And there is the threat to an all-Ferrari podium.
Well, we keep the pressure. They keep doing mistakes, you know, crossing lines and messing up the pit stop or slow zones or something. So that's the only thing we can do, just putting the pressure on them, pushing every lap, doing quali lap after quali lap. So it's quite tiring, but yeah, the car feels good. I hope that we can catch a podium. Win would be great, but I think the Reds are a bit too strong today. But let's see. There's still a few hours to go, and anything can happen in Le Mans.
Anything can happen indeed. Antonio Giovinazzi to take over the 51 Ferrari from teammate James Collado, and he will probably take it through to the end now. There won't be time for a driver change. The question is, will they be using more tyres to hunt down the leader, Robert Kubica? Kubica is already 3 stints into this, so surely somebody else will take over for the last hour and 40 odd minutes. French car battle here, the Alpine of Mick Schumacher and the Peugeot of Stoffel van Dorn. Schumacher inside the TDS LMP2 car. That was a little shallow coming in. He runs out very wide into the filth, loses ground. That was easy pickings for Van Dorn. He moves on. 2 of 19 ex-Formula 1 drivers in the field, and they're completing the equivalent of 16 Formula 1 Grand Prix distances in one race. Schumacher back at it now. He's having a run at Van Dorn, down towards the chicane, and this time right around the outside. The Alpine has got the advantage over the Peugeot. Race leader in the pits. An hour and 20 to go. One more pit stop, or will it be 2? In from second place, the number 6 Porsche. And coming around the nose, the 50 Ferrari from third. 51 now the race leader. Fuel only for 83 Kubica, but a driver chase to Kevin Escher and 4 fresh tyres for the number 6 Porsche. They are throwing everything at this, gambling everything to try and win. Fuel only for the 50 Ferrari, so it will be at a tyre disadvantage to the Porsche, and it comes out behind the number 6 as well. The number 51 car has a 2-lap advantage in fuel. In the pit lane is our race leader, the 51 Ferrari. Now, will they come back out in front? No tyres, just fuel. Here comes Kevin Escher, up to speed and up to second place, ahead of Ferrari number 51. And it is Robert Kubica who leads in the yellow 83 car. Porsche second, Ferrari third and fourth. A Ferrari 1, 2, 3 might still be on the cards.
Okay, we swap in second chicane, we'll swap in second chicane.
So the Ferrari team have moved Antonio Fuoco ahead of Antonio Giovinazzi.
Nothing we can do, keep going, focus on driving.
Antonio Giovinazzi losing time in the 51 Ferrari. Into the pit lane. Final pit stop for Robert Kubica. This is no time to take the pole out. Yefei has been ready to take over, but it looks as though Kubica is going to continue to the end. Last stop for the race leading number 6 Porsche. Fuel now will drop them down the order. 50 car is in. Number 51 Ferrari has cycled back to the top of the pile. This is fuel only for everybody. And the number 6 Porsche has an increased lead over the 50 Ferrari. The battle is still on for second place and for victory. As 51 stops from the lead, 83 should go back in front and does. Where will the 51 Ferrari come back out? Our new race leader is the 83 Ferrari, and the number 6 Porsche piling on the speed, looking for second place inside the last half hour of the race. And there is the chaser. The number 51 car coming out of the pit lane. The Porsche has gone through. Number 6 up to second place. And it's 51 and 50, third and fourth. In LMGT3, Porsche out front. The Manthey Racing team, Richie Leitz in the final stint, as he was 12 months ago for Manthey's 91 team heading to victory. Vista AF Corsa, the 21 Ferrari in second. And this is into Europol, our race leaders, having lost the lead with a drive-through penalty, regaining it from VDS Panis. A drama for the VDS Panis car in the last half hour. Hemorrhaging time. It sounds like a mechanical problem. 10 minutes to go at Le Mans. Anything can still happen. You only need to look at Toyota's recent history and that of that man, Yifei, leading on the last lap in LMP2 3 years ago when the car failed on him. Roger Penske looking for victory for the first ever time at Le Mans, but it's not going to come to Porsche unless there is a catastrophic failure for the 83 Ferrari. The yellow car has been in the mix almost from the start of the race. They have fought valiantly. They have obeyed team orders when asked. They have fought back when behind. And now, out to the chicane for the final time, heading to the line. It will be a third straight win for Ferrari at Le Mans in the hypercar era. This time it's the private 83 AF Corsa car that takes victory. A first win for Poland, a first win for China, second for the number 6 Porsche. And the 51 Ferrari will come across the line to finish third and extend its points advantage over its teammates. A historic win for a private Ferrari at Le Mans.
But yeah, you all deserve it, and for hard work. It has been a long 24 hours, but enjoyable. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone.
A three-peat for Ferrari. 2023, 2024, 2025. And the architect, Antonella Cotoletta, celebrating as the team heads down pit road, picking up the checker flag at the line, and his teammates. Kubica still has the energy to stand up straight after nearly 4 hours at the wheel.
It's really, honestly, I just need to say thank you to the team. It's been a crazy race, you know. Yeah, the relief, honestly.
As a privateer as well.
Yeah, honestly, but it's a big Ferrari family, so that's what matters.
Congratulations, go and celebrate.
It's the third straight podium in LMP2 for Inter-Europol. Jakob Śmiechowski, the winner 2 years ago, with Tom Dillman and Nick Yellerly, the rookie, joining him. They claim their second win after finishing second last year. Jubilation for the tiny Polish team.
Big battle all race long with VDS Panis. Respect to them was incredible. We were leading, then we lost a minute in the pit with a little mistake, and then we came back, and then we stayed within 10 seconds in the last 3 or 4 hours. It was really tough battle, pushing every lap, and yeah, I mean, Le Mans chooses its winner, and we saw it again today.
Top step once more for Inter-Europol. Panis VDS in second place, and completing the podium AO by TF, who are also the Pro-Am winners in Le Mans. The turquoise Manthey first form Porsche winning in LMGT3. Ryan Hardwick and Ricardo Pera jubilant as Richie Leitz brings it across the line for the second year in succession. Yet another victory.
It's the greatest day of my life, and I've had my family here with me, my wife, my oldest son. My youngest son couldn't be here. He's still very young. He's at home with his grandmother, Ledger. I'm sorry you're not here, man. We're going to have to win it again when you can come, but we'll be home soon. We'll be bringing home a really big trophy.
A lot of carry on for some of these as they fly home. Manthey, Vista AF Corsa, the number 21 Ferrari, and the 81 Corvette from TF Sport complete the podium. Ferrari wins Le Mans with AF Corsa. 50 years ago, it was Luigi Chinetti's private Nart racing Ferrari from the USA that triumphed for the Scuderia, and history repeats itself. After a grueling, brutal Le Mans 24 hours with barely any interruptions, it has been a massive achievement just to get to the finish. 49 of our 62 starters were still running at the checkered flag. And to them and everybody who came, this will be one that they remember for years to come. The fans swarm under the podium, a sea of humanity to greet the victors. And on to the top step. For the first time a Chinese driver, for the first time a Polish driver, and another British winner at Le Mans. Porsche Penske number 6 in second place, still no Le Mans victory for Roger Penske, and the 51 Ferrari in third spot. They extend their championship advantage over the men in yellow, who now jump up to second. And Ferrari extend their advantage in the Manufacturers' Championship over Toyota, who stay in second place. They've won the first 3 races of the World Endurance Championship. They've won round 4, Le Mans, a third straight victory. Can they now go on to claim the World Championship for manufacturers and for drivers? And is it possible that they might end up winning every race in the season? 4 remain in the FIA World Endurance Championship. Anything could still happen. And it all begins again a month after Le Mans in Sao Paulo, Brazil.